still put up with me. I showed you where the door at. You made the decision to get treated like a doormat.
To Be Honest Radio. I am your host, Dirty Pooh, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host. Whatever you supposed to be today.
First of all, I am a Ratchet Bulls fan. Check me out. Period. Ratchet Bulls fan. Jay was trying to act like it's not nice.
It's not.
I look good. First of all you got can you I was making sure the mask fit because you got a big head.
First of all, address me as Dirty Pooh. I am not Jay.
Dirty Pooh.
I am Dirty Pooh.
He can't even breathe.
I can't
that
breathe.
man's so small. Poor baby.
Leave me alone.
It's all good, Jay.
We're going to do this show.
It's all good, Jay. Oh, Dirty Pooh. I'm sorry. Dirty Pooh and the Ratchet Bulls fan tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
So original.
Here we are. First of all, you're not even in the full costume, bro.
That's what I am.
You got a mask on and this hoodie with Pac-Man. Stop it.
That's the way Dirty Pooh dress.
Okay. Create your own brand. I see you. That's what's up. So today, happy Halloween, everybody. What's good? Hope you guys took your children out for all of their candy and you check the candy and check it twice, 3 times. Don't eat it all.
I hope somebody gave some kids some edibles so they can shut up tonight. What happened?
Why would you say that?
Why not? It'll put the kids to
We're
sleep.
not.
The kids can go to sleep and adults can do some adult things.
You will not encourage children to have edibles.
No, I'm encouraging the parents to give them edibles.
You will not encourage that. That is not a part of us. That is not a part of us, guys.
If somebody listening to this show and decide to get their kids edibles, it's something wrong with
absolutely
them.
not. We're not doing that. So here, in honor of Halloween, right? Today, October 31st, we're going to talk about our relationship fears. And so we are going to start with Jay. Jay, what makes a relationship
First
scary?
of all, let's start this over. Who are we going to start with?
Jay.
My name is
Dirty Pooh. My bad. Bad, Dirty Pooh. What makes a relationship scary?
Catching the STD. That's first off. That makes it terrifying.
That's your answer for everything. Okay, get some new. Goodness.
Getting cheated on.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Getting
Fix
cheated.
yourself.
I'm trying. Hold on. Dirty Pooh. Service not working. And first of all, I want to give a shout out to Sprint, who is screwing everybody's life up this evening.
Yes, I think cheating in a relationship is definitely a fear that people have. What else could be a fear, you think?
People getting cheated on. People fear getting bored. I found out boredom. When boredom strikes, it's time to go.
For a lot of people, that is scary because you never know. It's important to kind of work on your relationship. Of course, sometimes you're going to have some boredom, moments of boredom in your relationship, but that's when you think outside the box and choose to spice things up a little bit, keep it entertaining.
I am matching with the wall behind me. I just noticed that.
You are.
This looks so weird right now. I'm camouflaged.
You are so lame.
Look at that. Look at the
right in time.
Yeah, getting cheated on. Finding someone you spent X amount of years with and find out you are not compatible with that person.
Ooh. How does that even happen? I don't understand how that happens.
You get people be so desperate to get in a relationship that they get into one, dive head first into something, and they just ignore the signs that this person not right for you. All your life I never date a person that smoke. All of a sudden you with somebody that smoke like a broke stove. You say I never date a person with kids. All of a sudden you get date somebody with 4 kids by 4 different women.
Wow.
But you settle. And then by the time you realize, you're like, you know what? I'm in a bad situation right now.
But it takes years to come to that realization.
It do.
Depending
on how long somebody been single and desperate, and then they just quick to hop in a relationship. Let's see what these people talk about. Y'all want to hear from Deadpool?
You're not Deadpool. I thought you were Dirty Pool. Make up your mind.
Oh yeah, dirty poop. My bad. My fear is getting cheated on after turning down great women being faithful. That's what Marlon, comedian Spider said.
Yeah, that could be a fear.
Yeah. What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear in a relationship, um, sometimes, sometimes I think it depends on how successful a person is, because you always. One of my fears is that you tend to hear that men don't really find their wife or settle on a wife until they make it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then it's like you spend all this time trying to help a person, and then like you make it, and then they like, okay, deuces,
Or
because
they,
now it's another. Now they're exposed to a different pool
or
of
they
women,
leave for a white girl, like Kanye
or
said.
they leave for a white girl, or they leave
But
for a
there's
white
nothing wrong
girl.
with that. It's just leaving somebody for anybody is bad.
Yeah, now that's yeah,
But I
yeah,
think this the white girl point. It drives it home a little bit more.
yeah. You're so goofy. So yeah, I think that could be a fear in relationships. It's always cheating.
Mhm.
I think, and then so not really knowing what you're getting into. Kind of like what you said. Later,
Mhm.
we're going to talk about masks and how people, put masks on and how we can get them to kind of take things off,
Yeah.
take the mask off.
Let's see. Real quick,
Mhm.
Michelle said, "No matter how long I've been single or how bored I get with being single, I will never settle for someone I know I'm not compatible with." That's good. That's a good model to live by.
Yeah, a fear could be settling, that you are settling for somebody.
Yeah, I've
That could
seen it
be a
before.
fear.
Like I've seen people dating people that they never said they would date. I'm like, what happened? It's like I'm just
What
tired of.
about this? A fear to break up with somebody.
What do you mean?
Like if you feel that, for instance, this is October, the last day of October, and it's domestic violence
Hmm.
month, a fear could be like, what if you're in an abusive relationship and it's time to leave and you have a fear to leave that person, right?
Hmm.
Because they might come after you or they might do something to
Ah,
hurt you. So
yeah.
that could be a fear. And
Okay.
then also being afraid to break up with somebody who may not necessarily have hurt you or did anything wrong. You just realize this is not the person I want to spend my life with,
Yeah.
and when you come to that realization, it's like, okay, how am I going to break this news to them?
Yeah.
So it do come off as like a settling thing where you would rather just stay in a relationship because you don't want to hurt somebody.
Yeah. Rachel White said, "Losing myself, my identity in a relationship.
Ooh, that
That
is a
happens
big
a
fear.
lot. Yeah, you
Yes, it
forget
is.
who you are. People be like, girl, you changed. What you mean I changed? You're a different person since you got with him.
Yep.
I see that.
That can be a fear. Losing yourself in the process.
Hmm. All your goals, all the stuff you set out to do, gone. Soon as you got the right pickle
Or the wrong pickle.
or the wrong pickle. The right pickle make you lose yourself. The right pickle make you stop talking to your friends. It's true.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Mhm.
What do you think are some common insecurities in a relationship?
When one person is way more attractive than the other person, and they always constantly think that that cute person is might cheat on them or leave them for somebody cuter.
That's true. the way
You're like, I found
the
them.
way you deliver that is funny.
They be
Like
looking
that.
in the mirror like, man, I know she cheating on me. Look at me.
Aww, that's
Like I just got
horrible.
lucky, man. She out there. Hey, babe, what time you coming home?
You got a problem.
Like what you doing right now? You with your mama? I'm gonna come by the
Right. Let me pull up.
Right. So you wearing lipstick today? Oh, okay. You wearing all the lipstick. Okay, I see.
I think sexual performance is a big insecurity in relationships.
Like somebody is terrible at it.
Yeah, somebody might feel like they're terrible at it or they don't. People look for certain reactions out of people, and if they don't get that reaction, then they feel like it's something wrong with them.
Yeah.
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 I think
Oh,
that's a good insecurity.
Rachel says getting too caught up in their dreams and ambitions and sidelining your needs.
Say that one more time.
getting too caught up in their dreams and ambitions and sidelining your own needs.
Oh yeah, I think she's talking about that identity thing,
Yeah.
losing yourself in the process. Yes.
So Michelle said, my biggest fear is falling for someone who doesn't support my goals, dreams, passion, and subconsciously sabotage my vision. We talked about that before.
Yes. That's called a toxic relationship.
Yep.
We don't like that.
You don't like that.
Oh, you know what? On the radio, was it this morning or yesterday? I was listening to WGCI, and they had the Love 'Em or Leave 'Em. It was yesterday because it was on Tuesday.
Okay.
Love 'Em or Leave 'Em. And this guy,
I think I heard it.
this guy was married to his wife for I think 5 or 6 years. And when he first met her, she was like 135 pounds.
Yeah, that
and
was
gorgeous.
today, I think.
And over the years, she had picked up weight. And now he doesn't find her physically attractive anymore. I think for women especially, that is a huge insecurity. Like, are you going to leave me if I gain weight? And the question that Leon Rogers and the other members were asking is, has she had a baby, that made her gain weight? Or is she just picking up weight because she eating or whatever the case is? I think he was very supportive in his efforts to try to get her to lose weight.
Yeah, because I heard he was like getting new growth, like shopping, buying different food for the house.
Yeah, he bought the groceries. He was cooking, healthier meals, bought her a gym membership. I guess she wasn't using it or whatever the case is. But I think for a lot of women, that issue about weight, especially since we constantly compare ourselves, or we know you like a certain type of look or something like that. That's
like
an insecurity.
We get with you because we like the look that you have.
Yeah, had. This man was a had.
We stuck. We in it to win it. We sharing juices and everything.
Yeah, but that's some men, because like I said, this guy called in yesterday, and he's not the only guy that I've heard say this. Like,
but how much was it?
Back in the day,
huh? How much was it?
He said that she was like 135 pounds when they first married, and she had gained like 60 pounds.
Okay, so that's like 190.
Right.
So it's still not bad.
It's not bad. But one point that Leon Rogers made was, he was like, now look, I know a lot of women who weigh 190 and they solid, they curvy, and they look good. But if they are shorter, like under 5 feet or, under 5'3" and they 190, yeah, he could see how that might not be so attractive, because now she's not really curvy. She's more plump than curvy. So I don't know. I think that weight issue is a huge insecurity for people, especially women. And it's because, but when when our men pick up weight, we okay with that.
Hello?
I don't know. It could be me because I got a thing for big guys, but but I think it's okay for a man. I think women are more accepting of men gaining weight than women gaining weight, than men being accepting of women gaining weight.
Okay.
Those are my thoughts.
Those are your thoughts. But
you saying different.
I said we gonna love y'all regardless. We just might look at other stuff, but that don't mean nothing. We coming home to you.
Who wants their man looking at other stuff?
You act like we don't, like y'all the only two people out in this world. There's other people out here. I know you didn't look at Idris Elba with lust in your eyes before. It's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. Look, y'all can say he out. I can't control how he look. That's what y'all supposed to do. You can go to a jewelry store and see $1 million ring. You can look at it all you want to, but don't mean you can have it.
We're talking about fears in a relationship. Feel free to call in 708-223-8953. Relationship fears. The number, if you would like to call in, 708-223-8953.
Yeah. Let's see. What's her name? Rachel said weight gain loss is psychological as well. What was her mental state?
I don't know. He was asking all types of different questions, though. We don't know what her mental state is. We don't know.
We don't know. Call in. What's the number again?
The number is 708-223-8953. So, Jay, Do you believe that people wear masks when they first enter into a relationship?
I believe a lot of people do, and a lot of people don't fully disclose anything about them because they don't want to lose the person. They might have a general interest, and then some certain stuff might scare people away.
Pun intended.
Nah.
You so
You don't tell everybody everything.
Do you think that's fair?
I mean, eventually you'll tell them, but not like first like going into it, unless it's something like earth shattering, like oh by the way I got syphilis. Anyway, what you want?
Oh my gosh!
like that's stuff like that. Anything that would affect them, they need to know about. Like oh, I got a son in Seattle. I really don't see him ever, but just so you know, like what do you mean you got a son? Stuff like that needs to be discussed.
Can you breathe?
Not really. I'm dying slowly.
Right. The mask going in and out of your mouth as you.
Yeah, I'm like, dying. I'm slowly
are
falling
you
out.
Choked?
Huh?
You're choking.
I can't hear anymore. So
I'm just checking out.
I'm good, man. This is like if I go like this, it's over. Like, it's show over.
Do you want to take it off?
I'm Dirty Pool right now. Dirty Pool don't reveal his identity to anybody.
He don't reveal his identity. What is your problem?
Dirty Pool. Anyway, what's the question?
Okay, dude. We were talking about masks in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend. Her name is Rachel Ray.
Why you putting her business out like that?
Excuse me?
Why you putting her name out there like that?
Because she's my friend.
You got like 3 friends.
I do, but she's another friend. I keep a tight circle, guys. I do. So, anyways, she was she had shared with me. We were having a conversation one day with amongst some other women, and we talked about how people bring their representative or send their representatives to relationships at first. And I was like, wow, I like that word, representative.
The same thing on a job interview. Are you ever late for work?
Nope.
2 weeks after they get hired, you rushing in there 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
You don't know one never just put their real person out there, but it's a difference between sending your representative and lying completely to somebody. Like totally lying, like, yeah, I make about like $3,000 a year or something like that. And he's on government assistance. Not that that's something wrong with that, but it's the difference between making that and $300,000 a year. So
okay. What does it mean to remove the mask?
Just be totally transparent with somebody.
Okay. Do you think that's easy to do?
Oh, it's not, especially if you've been hurt before. Can't just take off your mask to everybody. Like the last person, I took my mask off to slept with my sister. Like, why would I do that? Not me personally. I'm not talking about me. Oh my God, I'm just hypothetical.
I was like, oh, wait a minute.
It's a hypothetical. Like,
yeah, you definitely just
yeah. And first of all, I don't know who this Jay guy you're saying. I am Dirty Pool.
Dirty Pool. I apologize.
Guest hosting for Jay.
Okay, Dirty Pool. Mm-hmm. So you can't just send your representative. I mean, you can't just take your mask off for anybody.
No. Can you? Are you totally open and honest on the first date?
I'm totally honest. If there's a question that's asked, I'll answer.
But you don't offer up information.
Not necessarily. Okay. No.
Okay.
I think it takes a little bit of time to completely remove a mask.
You got to build up trust and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Yeah. Because of past experiences.
I think it's just the way that we've been conditioned as society. Just like you said, even when you go into a job interview, they teach us to bring your best
representative.
Your best representative, basically. Yeah. When you go to school as a kid, they tell you to be on your best behavior.
Yeah.
So at school and public places, you know how to behave, and behind closed doors, when you at home in your house, you act crazy.
Right. You ever
You a
been
little
with
bit more
somebody
silly.
and you finna bring them around your friends and you stop them and be like, look,
There, give them a pep talk real
come
quick.
on now, don't be crazy. Like, come on, I like these people. Be cool.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
Like none of the stuff we do at home, just be cool. Like, all right, cool.
All right.
Mhm.
How do you think we get to know the truth of a person?
In a relationship, you have to build that bond, that trust. You have to share stuff, and then they share stuff. That's work. It works for me. I can't speak for everybody.
How do you know when a person is being truthful?
You can tell if a person being truthful or not.
How? There's
It's
some good
like
actors out here. You work with them every day.
it is, but if somebody tells you a story that's not putting them in a good light, then you know they're being truthful about it. Like, why would you tell that horrible story? Like, why would Bobby Brown? Anybody watch that Bobby Brown story? Why would Bobby Brown put all that stuff out there about him and Whitney if it wasn't true? He has nothing to gain from telling the world that he had a stroke from cocaine. He has nothing to gain from that.
Views.
I'm not going on Bobby Brown's Instagram page.
He gets some views for sharing that story.
But I mean, it's he was open with the world. Like letting people see your faults make them trust you. When people try to portray themselves as being perfect and better than everybody, that makes me not trust them.
That's a good point.
Hmm?
But what if there's somebody who really is like that? And like, how would you know? How would you know that that the perception that you have of them of being perfect is the truth?
You don't know.
Nobody's perfect, right? Nobody's
Nobody's
perfect, but
perfect.
based on the things that you see.
Well, I let people's actions speak for them. If you say, "Hey, I've been in this. I'm a great actor. I've been in this. I do this and this," I'm like, "Show me. Let me see you work." If you don't have no copies of your work, then hey, I don't believe you. You have to show me. Seeing is believing.
Seeing is believing.
This,
Can't nobody even see you, dirty poo.
first of all, I don't know what you're supposed to be.
I am a ratchet bull.
You look like Little Red Riding Hood on the low end.
Is that funny? It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. And you're lame.
You mean? Anyway.
So let's have fun.
I'm having fun.
Let's have fun. Fun.
Okay.
What was your worst date ever?
Speaking of the low end, it occurred at it's a girl. I forgot how we met, honestly, but we had scheduled a date. I was gonna take her to Outback Steakhouse. That's what she wanted to go to. That's her favorite restaurant. So she gave me her address, and it didn't click to me that I was on Stony Island until I got on Stony Island. I'm like, this is a terrible place to be. So I pulled up into front of our house, which was in a horrible spot. People outside doing all kind of activities. And I'm sitting there waiting for her. I call her, like, hey, I'm downstairs. Wasn't no way I'm getting out the car. That was out the window. Didn't get out the car. I called. She's like, I'll be right down. I'm waiting in my car for like 20 minutes, looking around me, being very uncomfortable. She finally comes downstairs, gets in the car. Soon as the door opens, I immediately smell weed, marijuana. I don't got a problem with nobody smoking, but if I'm waiting for you, why the fuck are you smoking when you could just got in the car? So you got in the car, smelling like weed, and tried to cover it up with body spray. So she was like, "Oh yeah, let's go. You ready to go?" I'm like, "Not really. Like I want to go home at that point." So instead of Outback, we went to Steak and Shake. I said they ain't had no reservations. So the whole time we was there, she got on her phone. She called somebody, had like a conversation through the whole time. I didn't even order anything. I had water. That was it. I was about to eat. And we might have talked for about 7 minutes.
What?
I took her home, didn't give her a hug, and that was the worst date of my life. Never spoke to her.
Did you hear
again.
from her? Oh, okay. You didn't hear from her again.
Never.
Dang.
There's nothing else to talk about.
Dang.
I don't even know if she's alive or not.
Oh man. Call in and share with us your worst date ever. The phone number 708-223-8953. So I posted the question earlier.
Wait. I'm not. You're not finna just put me out there.
Dang.
What is your worst date?
I was so trying
You better change the subject. What is your worst date?
My worst date ever is the worst date. The worst date is it is. So I was made a promise that there was time going to be spent with me. And he played sports. And
he was an athlete, a professional athlete?
He was an athlete. And after his game, we were going to go out to dinner. Well, this mug had smoked after his game.
Oh, okay.
And then we went to dinner. And he acted as if he was so tired.
Marijuana does that.
Yes, but it's also rude and disrespectful, especially when I ask you if you are okay to go to dinner or if you want to go home. He said he still wanted to go to dinner. So we did that. And he acted like he was totally just disconnected from the date. Was on his phone, leaning up against the wall, just totally disengaged. And to me, it was embarrassing. And so I was like, I'm not sitting here. I was like, let's go. And so we did. That was the worst date I ever had. That was,
I honestly
like,
think,
why do people do that? Just be freaking.
I think we should have hooked my date up with your date.
Yeah, they probably would have been
they could
good.
have smoked together.
Yeah, they would have been good.
Fell asleep.
They would have been good.
Well, why do bad dates involve marijuana and food?
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I think people. Okay, if you smoke, you smoke. Okay, that's you. Do your business. But why do you smoke so much that it prevents you from being productive? That's what I don't get.
I know somebody like that, and this person has been working on the same project for 4 years.
Yeah, the moment it stops you from being productive, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
You want to have a healthy relationship, and when you smoke, you can't be productive in your relationship. You can't add value. You can't do nothing. It's a wrap. If you're looking for a job and you got to go borrow somebody else's pee,
I had that happen.
It's a wrap. We
asked me for my pee. I'm like, bro, like, how you planning on getting it? Like, so you want me to go out my way
to give you some pee
and risk peeing on my hand so you can get hired because you don't want to quit smoking?
I'm telling you, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I don't like that. Don't embarrass me when we're on a date.
No.
I hate the phones on a date. Be quick with your stuff, but just sitting there scrolling, doing stuff, it's like you're totally disengaged. I don't like this. And I didn't like what he did. And he was high on top of that. And acting like he was sleepy. I can't do it. So anyways, I have more I posted this earlier as I was stating. Posted this earlier, and I have two ladies who posted. She says, Krista says, in the past, this happened to me. When you go out on a date and you find yourself truly not interested in a person and you have to break it to them. Some people don't take rejection well. And then Tila says, my worst date, I went on a movie date with this guy I had a crush on for years. To start, he had very bad breath. Then he told me he drank prune juice right before he met me. What? So that's why it was still in his teeth. So then we get to the ticket counter and he complained about the price of the ticket. I wanted popcorn and a drink, and he didn't have enough for that. I ended up dumping all of my popcorn in his lap for him to eat that I had no intentions on sharing, hoping it would offset the smell of his breath. I felt bad because he was a cool guy. I just didn't see it going any further.
Damn. What young person's drinking prune juice? Like, was his urinary tract messed up or something?
He was constipated. He needed some prune juice.
Like, what old person in the house was like, hey, you need some prune juice?
That was mean if she really did dump all the popcorn on his lap.
Did he eat it?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, was it like, hey, you want some popcorn? Right, that's what I'm saying. Was it like, you want some popcorn, and she gave him some, like, to help him, or was it like, I'm pissed off and I poured the popcorn on you? Oh, speaking of which, I got another oh well, wait, that's next. Most embarrassing moment on a date. You got that? I'll start first while you think. Okay, so my most embarrassing moment on a date. This it was probably around this time we went to go see a scary movie, and I also asked for drink and popcorn. He didn't want any. And we were watching a scary movie, of course. And so there was this part where, of course, I jumped. And when I jumped, I got popcorn all over him. And that was so embarrassing. I was like, oh my gosh. It was horrible. That was my most embarrassing moment on a date.
My most embarrassing moment was I was with a girl that I was trying to date for a long time. And it's like we was playing like phone tag, and it was like we could never link up. But when it's finally time to go out, I was ready. I thought I was ready, but I was sick. And I was like, I can't be like, I'm sick. She gonna think I'm playing because we been going back and forth. So I was really sick. Like, I was like almost pneumonia sick. So I was like, let me drug up, take this medicine, and I'll be cool. I can get through the day. So we at dinner, and I'm nodding like a dope fiend. I'm like, see, I'm looking at her just like this, like, for real. No, you. And she.
Are you serious?
And she thought I was like on drugs. I'm like, I know she think I'm on drugs. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, no. I was praying when we was talking, like, and
were you bored?
I wasn't bored. I was drugged up. I had like so much, like I had all kind of Dayquil in my system, and that's not supposed to make you drowsy. I had all this stuff in my system, and I could not stay up. Like, I literally, when I dropped her, I barely was able to drop off because I was nodding off at the wheel. She was like, I could see the fear in her eye. And when I dropped her off, I literally went around the corner because I didn't want to do it in front of the house, and parked and went to sleep in my car.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was bad. So if you listen, I'm not a hype. I'm doing pretty good for myself.
Did you talk to her after that, or what happened?
talked to her briefly. We was friends, but
she friend zoned you.
Yeah, she kind of. I kind of knew. I'm like, you can't come back after that.
Aww.
And I didn't even want to explain. Like, yeah, I would, because I'd never like admitted I was falling asleep on you. Like, even though I know she saw me falling asleep, I just act like nothing happened.
Yeah, that was probably her worst date ever.
Yeah, she probably telling her story right now. Right. Like, this one dude literally was a junkie, dang. And I didn't know he was a junkie. He must have just shot up before he picked me up, because he was falling asleep in my face, girl.
Oh my gosh, that's probably her worst date ever.
It was probably hands down.
Oh man,
the story about our date is probably legendary in our circle.
Dang.
Like, girl, whatever happened to the dope fiend you dated?
You that old? You use dope fiend? He old. My granny say dope fiend. Okay. You old. Stop looking at me like that. Okay, dirty fool. I apologize. My bad. My bad. So call us with your most embarrassing dates or your worst date ever. Phone number 708-223-8953.
Oh, your hoodie stink.
My hoodie don't stink. Your breath probably stink under that mask.
No, I don't need this.
You said the
Somebody's on the phone.
Yay! Somebody's gonna share with us a story. Answer here. Hey.
Hey, I was calling in about my most embarrassing thing.
Yay!
Carla, what's your name?
My name is Chop. What up, Jay?
Chop, what's going on? It's Dirty Pool. It's not
Dirty Pool.
It's not Jay right now.
Okay, I got you. So when I met this girl like this years ago, so like we had went out to the movies. I think we went to go see like that Wall Street when they remade it. So we're sitting in the movies and everything is cool. She said, "Yo, I'll be right back. I got to make a phone call." This did not come back for like an hour. So then she came back. I'm like, "Yo, we like, where you go?" Like by the time I really kind of don't even want to talk to her. And she like, "Yo, I had to go home real quick. My daughter was sick." I'm like, "What?" You know, and so come to find out, like she was actually living with some dude. You know what I'm saying? And so she spread out on that nigga to go to the movies with me. And so the way I found out was because after we left the movies, we went to a bar and that nigga walked in and said, "Take your ass home." I was like, "Well, yeah, I think you should go home because I can't fight for you." So I might as well go home. like I found it pretty personal, but she was kind of sorry. You know? I mean, it was terrible. I think he beat her up.
Yeah. She got a mouth shot at least. And all she wanted was a free trip to the movies. That's a free popcorn. And
how do you even get away with that? Like, why would you do that? You live with this man.
She wanted him to save her. She wanted, like, hopefully all goes well. I can move in with him, and then
right, and then he can have all my problems.
Yeah.
No thank you.
Wow, that's messed up. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it,
man. No problem, man. I love what y'all doing. Jay, man, get at me, dog. Whenever you
Hey, you got a worst date ever?
That was the worst date.
Was that the worst? I thought that was the most embarrassing.
That was the worst date. He wasn't embarrassed at all.
Oh, I thought he said most embarrassing.
I mean, it's like worse than embarrassing, but like, you know, like a lot of chicks back in the day. So you go up and down with that scale. It's always good. It's always bad. You know, I thought I had the crabs one time, but it turned out I was just using bad shampoo. So
you had the crabs.
Dang. Wow.
All right, so I'm out.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh wow. Somebody said, Michelle said, my fear is getting to know a man, not being intimate, falling in love with him, only to find out he has an erectile dysfunction. That's why that 90-day rule is BS. Wait 90 days if you want to, and you get some extra foreskin on your plate.
You are not funny.
I'm dead serious.
You're gross.
You telling people to
are gross.
Wait 90 days for a surprise. She got a surprise.
You could find out what they're working with within 90 days. Before 90 days. You can find out. There are ways you can find out.
Nasty.
You can find out.
Nasty. How you gonna find out somebody got erectile dysfunction?
You find out.
How?
Just because you're not physically freaking on them doesn't mean that you can't touch or see.
So you be asking for those nasty pictures?
Look, don't worry about what I'm doing.
You just let people
know. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
You just let people know that. I can't believe you.
Don't worry about what I do.
Dirty Pool is in shock right now.
Whatever, Dirty Pool. Have you ever pulled a prank or scared the hell out of somebody?
Like
out of your bay?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh, what you do?
I just scare. Keep on the toes.
How do you scare?
Just come out from around the corner like, hey, open the bathroom door like, hey, what you doing up here? When she not expecting.
Lame.
What?
Lame. She's probably used to it already.
Do you do it?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I want to though. And one day I'm gonna figure it out.
Hey, don't get punched.
No, I haven't. I don't remember trying to prank somebody, or trying to scare them. No, I don't remember. But I want to.
Why?
Because I think it'll be fun.
Okay. Revenge is fun too.
Probably. Probably. Revenge is fun. You know what? I will tell the story though. It has nothing to do with a relationship. But last year around this time, I was in the bathroom and we had an outage at my job. And I went in the bathroom and I was like, hey, I need somebody to like leave this door open or whatever, crack it open because it's pitch black in here and I can't see it. My phone was dead. Everything was, down. So all of a sudden the door closes and I was like, hey, I said leave the door open because because I can't see it here. It's pitch black. So then all of a sudden I hear boom, 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 boom on the bathroom stall. And I'm like, and so my supervisor, goofy self, Tracy Marshall, shout out to her, bald head self. She turned the flashlight on and it was her. And I like kicked her butt until she got out the bathroom. I was so scared. She scared the crap out of me. That was the last time I was like really like scared. Yeah. It was crazy. So I said that I was going to get her back. I haven't gotten her back yet, and she's not at the job anymore, but we're good friends, and so I'm going to figure it out.
You're supposed to scare your good friends.
Yeah, you're supposed to, I guess.
Okay.
Pregnancy scare.
That's not cool. That'll get you pushed down some stairs.
You're horrible.
I can't afford this abortion.
You are horrible. You're a horrible person.
Hey, man. I'm just
risk it all.
Hey, that's not to save money.
Whatever, Jay. Oh, I already shared mine. Do you remember your scariest moment in life?
Scariest moment? I don't know.
I guess it doesn't have to necessarily be excuse me, relationship.
Scariest moment? Saying I do. Because the way it happened, I got all of the signs that I shouldn't have said I do. Like before, everything was going, I was behind in the church right before I was getting married. I was just waiting for it to start. So the singer, she's back there with me. She's singing, trying to get her voice ready. Her voice is cracking. I'm like, this song's gonna be hilarious.
Oh my God.
She's singing Minnie Riperton, loving you. I'm like, when she hit that note, it's gonna be funny. So my head, I'm thinking that. So out of nowhere, my mom appears and said, babe, if you're having any second thoughts, you can just walk away right now. Don't worry about the money. It'll be okay. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, I'm good, Ma. Okay. I love you. And she walked off. And I'm like, where did she come from?
Your mama.
Yeah, how did she say that? I started sweating. I'm like, I shouldn't do this. I got so scared. And I almost didn't do it.
Aww.
I wish I would have just followed my heart. My heart said, don't do it. And I was so terrified that I just said, yeah, let's do this.
That's horrible.
It is horrible because I should have listened to my heart. And ever since then, I've always been following my heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Dang, that's messed up.
My brain is retarded. Follow your heart.
Follow your heart. All right.
So what's your scariest moment? You jump out of plane. So what is your scariest moment?
That wasn't my scariest moment though.
I know. So what could it be?
My scariest moment?
If it's something from your book, don't tell. You got to make people buy it.
No. My gosh, when was I scared?
You don't scare
my scariest moment. If you guys want to share your scariest moment, go ahead and call in 708-223-8953. My scariest moment. I used to get really afraid when before. Okay, So it wasn't when I jumped out of the plane, but I was really afraid of the stratosphere last year. I went to Vegas and I jumped off the 108th floor. And so I think that jump prepared me for the skydiving.
Oh, okay.
So the skydiving, I was like actually pretty calm for that. Of course, I had a little bit of, fear. I think I was more fearful of the jet that we had to fly up there because it was like real crickety, and I think I had more fear about that than actually jumping.
Oh.
But walking off of the ledge on the stratosphere, and they like, okay, go. Walk forward. And I was like, oh my gosh, I know when I walk forward, I'm gone. And there is nobody behind me, And so yeah, that probably was. But I think because of those experiences that I've had, like challenging myself to be afraid like that, has kind of changed the way that I look at fear now. Because I'm not too fearful of things. Even if it doesn't challenge my life, I'm okay with going into something being afraid. And a lot of people, if they have fear, they're not gonna go after that, dream or whatever it is. So
right.
I think those experiences have helped me. So, you ready for your question?
Let's ask some questions.
If you could dress up your last ex in a costume, what would you dress them up as?
A turd.
You?
I saw a turd costume at the Sphere.
A turd? Could you imagine that?
She's full of it. She's a great person, but she's a horrible wife.
A turd, dude. You said a turd though.
Yeah. Turd. Like they had a turd suit on sale. It was hilarious. Like a turd emoji. That's what they look like.
I would dress mine up as the Joker.
Wow, he's a Joker?
Probably the Joker.
Wow, the Joker.
Because he was kind of... Wait, the Joker has like the two faces, right?
That's Two-Face.
Two-Face? Okay,
Two-Face.
so...
Gotta make sense, don't it?
Whatever. I don't...
This episode of To Be Honest Radio is brought to you by cocaine.
It is not. You've been on my nerves. See, we almost made it. Now I gotta clock you when we leave here. Anyway.
You're not gonna hit
so Two-Face, I guess. But I just see Joker. So he would have the Joker suit on with a Two-Face. Right. Yeah.
I have no clue what you're talking about right
So that's how I would dress him up. He would have on the Joker because he was funny in the way that he would do things, right? But he also had like a good side, but also like a unknown side. A side that like you just could never guess what he was thinking.
You did. You couldn't.
No, he wasn't quite a psychopath. Probably needs therapy.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure he needed therapy.
You got a call.
I'm sure he needed therapy. No, that's not him. I'm pretty sure. Oh, my bad. Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Caller, who is this? What's your name?
This is Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
I'm a loyal listener to the show.
All right now.
Thank you.
I was wondering, so I saw that you were asking people to call about a scariest moment, or was there something else you wanted to
tell us your scariest moment first.
Okay. So I've had a bunch of scary moments, but one of my scariest moments was when I was in Paris and I was staying in a hotel, and the person was telling us about the place, and he told us to put our bags in this place downstairs, and it had like a weird smell. And so anyway, we were just like, whatever. So we put our stuff away in our room, and then we would hear like tapping on the walls sometimes in the windows. But on the windows, we were just like, oh yeah, it's probably like a bird or something, because what could it be? But we never saw birds or anything. And then we just thought that the tapping was the neighbor. But it turned out that like that hotel used to be like a hospital.
Oh.
And we think it was like haunted or something.
Wow.
Ghosts like knocking and stuff that we just thought were like birds or something.
You gotta die now.
But like turning that, and then that place that smelled weird was the morgue.
Oh.
It smelled dead people.
It was so weird.
Oh wow. What was your worst date?
The worst one?
Yeah.
I would say probably let me see. Sorry, there was somebody on my other line. It got distracting. But this worst date, one would be probably this guy who just invited me over to his house and for the date, and he said he didn't have a mailbox. And I was just like, well, how do you get your mail? Like bills and stuff?
Uh-huh.
And then he was like, oh, I don't. I'm just like, okay. So then we went into the place, and he was like, oh, yeah, I have chicken. And I was like, okay. He just had, like, this fast food chicken or something that his mom made at her restaurant or something. And then he lived in an apartment, and he had a hammock as a bed. It was just in the living room.
Oh.
And then and so basically the date was me being his psychiatrist and me just listening to him tell me about stuff.
Oh, wow. I'm pretty sure he wanted to wear your skin at some point. So.
I was like, oh, well, this is creepy. I hope I stay alive.
Well, you made it, so that's a good thing.
You made it.
Right?
So,
I was like, never again.
Wow.
That's funny. So thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
So we're talking about the most embarrassing moment or your worst date ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, you can call in 708-223-8953. So in the meantime, Jay and I are going to do a game, right?
Okay, why you say it's so dirty?
A game?
Yeah.
Jay and I are going to play a game. You are creep. You such a creep. I hope you don't do that to your girlfriend. That's gross.
She like this.
Ew. Monster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how do you want to do this, Jay?
Well, we just take turns. You can go first. It's called trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Is having a child a trick or a treat?
That's a trick, depending on the woman.
It's a trick.
I'm on the pill. 9 months later, no, you're not. You tricked me.
You tricked me. You tried to trap me with a baby.
Is dating a successful person a trick or treat?
A treat. Hopefully, they are also a good mate.
Okay.
Is dating a stripper a trick or a treat?
Depending on how old you are.
What?
If you're younger, it's a treat. But when you're older, you just tricking off. It's true. Well, there's no reason for a 50-year-old man to be dating a stripper. There's no reason.
Maybe he just want lap dances.
Or he just...
Wait, can it be like a faithful stripper? Is there such a thing?
That's like...
Because technically the stripper she's stripping to get money. So she is employed.
A faithful stripper.
But that don't mean she have to sleep with people.
To make more money, she probably does.
But it doesn't mean that she have to.
Yeah, okay, a stripper with morals. I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stripper
okay.
with morals. Yeah, okay, so she could be a stripper with morals.
Yep.
So that is true. We can't have
like
faithful strippers.
That's like a drug dealer with a heart.
Drug dealers. I know a lot of drug dealers.
Like,
I shouldn't say that. I know drug dealers. I know some drug dealers who do have big hearts.
Like they sell crackheads and drugs. Like, hey man, why are you doing this to yourself? That's like,
Yeah.
wow.
But they help anybody out.
What drugs?
But they client.
Right, the people who need the most help.
Right.
Wow.
So they do horrible things on one end, but they, make sure mama get what she got to do. And
like, mama, two hypes died so you can have this nice house.
Oh, dang. My bad.
Enjoy.
It's your turn.
All right. Is dating someone more successful than you a trick or treat?
I already answered that, bro.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did. That's the question you
got
asked
it
me.
Twice. You got it down here twice.
No, I don't. Oh, I do. My bad. Okay. So you got to answer the one after the stripper.
Okay. Is getting a tongue ring a trick or treat?
I think it's a trick or treat. It depends on what you want. It could be a trick because it's like, ooh, I got a tongue ring. But it's a treat. It could be a treat because dudes see that and they think it's sexy, and they also correlate that with some nasty stuff.
Again, here's some.
So I think it's a trick or treat.
The older and younger thing. When I was young, I'm like, that's sexy, and when I'm old, I'm like, I bet she can't talk worth a damn.
I never thought tongue rings were sexy.
Mm-hmm.
On women or on guys?
On guys, I'm like, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
Okay. It's your turn.
Oh. Is sex on the first date a trick or a treat?
It's a treat, but if she is a transgender, it's a trick. What?
You're right. You're right. Mm-hmm. I know some people that got caught up.
You did? Oh, that's terrible. That's horrible.
I know some people that got caught up. They do that. Okay, on the first night, they try to take the girl home from the club.
Yeah.
And then they get oral stuff done to them, and then they find out.
Like, surprise!
Surprise! We all have little secrets.
Wow.
Yep. Is sending nudes a trick or a treat?
That's a treat. Always a treat.
You a perv.
Why? You trying to tell me you ain't never sent a nude before? Or you never received a nude?
I don't do that.
You never received a nude before?
La 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 la.
You know what? There's so much deceit going on right now. I don't know who you are anymore. Okay. Is marriage a trick or treat?
You answer that one. I don't know. I'm not married.
What do you think it is?
I think it depends on the people. I'll tell you that. I think it could be both. It could be a trick and it could be a treat. Mm-hmm. It's a treat because, it's two people that fall in love or that are in love and they can build together. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it might be a trick because it might be a trap.
It might be a trap.
Because you get married. I've heard this. That a lot of people, they work really hard to get married, and then once they married, it's like, okay, you just let everything go.
Gotcha.
So that's why I say it could also be a trick.
Wow. So final thoughts.
I think this was a fun show.
Huh?
I think this is a fun show.
It was a great show.
You didn't pass out, so that's a good sign.
Oh yeah. Well, I can't move my lower body. But
you're gonna pass out any moment now.
Shut off.
Any moment now, you're gonna pass out.
But you're gonna be gone.
Yes. Oh my gosh, guys! So I'm going to China this week. I'm going to Hong Kong. I'll be gone for 2 weeks. So my baby sister is the best representative for me.
Boo!
She is going to step in the gap for me. Shout out to her. Today is her Zetaversary. She is a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. And this day, 2 years ago, she became a Zeta.
I thought she was
So congratulations to my baby.
I thought she was an alpha.
My sister is not a man, and I will fight you. And she's gonna fight you next week on air. I'll make sure of it. I'll make sure of it. I'm gonna try my best to tune in. It'll probably be like 3:00 in the morning, but I will wake up to see if I can get a hold of you guys so I can watch this fight, because it's definitely going to go down. She is very funny. She is musically talented and all those things. So you guys are going to have fun with her for the next 2 weeks. Okay. Behave, Jay.
You might get replaced. I'm just saying.
Behave, Jay.
You might get replaced.
Whatever. We'll see. Any last thoughts for you? Hurry up.
I had a great show. Come back in 2 weeks, and don't kiss any Chinese people. So
I might.
Ugh, you nasty.
International.
I got the same eyes. Anyway, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, J Davis, Jay Davis TP.
Mm-hmm. You can also follow me. I am Crystal Iris. Don't forget my book, The Bossette Breakthrough, is out. You can find that www.thebossettebreakthrough.com and order your copy today.
Word.
Thank you, guys.
Tune in next week to Be Honest Radio right here on IntellectualRadio.com. Chalk on that series, Amazon Prime. We out.
P.S.
Dirty poop.
Okay, let me start by saying I was wrong. I ain't